Let me tell y'all a story. Not to be messy, not to be dramatic, because it shows how fast life can flip, how people judge choices they never have to make. A lot of things in life got two sides of the coin. Everything ain't black and white. Most of the time, we catch the end of something and try to put the pieces together. The who, the why, and what we think we would have done. But in real life, before things get to the end, it's been going on for years. Pain don't start at the finish line. It builds in silence. It grows in the dark. It stacks up behind closed doors, long before somebody see the explosion. So picture this. A man come home one day, nothing special, regular day. He opened the door. Something feels off before he sees anything. You ever walked in a room and the air felt wrong? That kind of moment. He steps inside and there she is, his girl, with another man. Not confused, not shocked, not caught off guard, comfortable, like this wasn't the first time. And in that moment, his whole body goes numb. His ears starts ringing. His chest tightens. His mind goes blank. Because it ain't just what he's seeing. It's everything he thought he knew, breaking at the same time. She cries. She apologizes. She says it was a mistake. A moment, a weakness. She says she promised it'll never happen again. He tries. He really tries to forgive, to breathe, to move forward, to believe her. 3 months go by, and the same signs start creeping back in. The late replies, the I'm tired, the I'm with my friends. So one night when she falls asleep, he checks her phone. Not because he wants to, but something in his spirit won't let him ignore it anymore. And what he finds ain't just messages, ain't just pictures. It's the truth that hit harder than anything else. The child he been raising, loving, feeding, protecting. She tells another man the baby is his. Now listen, this story ain't about cheating, ain't about the kid, ain't about the man in the house. It's about choices. How people on the outside love to judge choices they never have to make. Everybody swear they know what they'll do on the outside looking in. Everybody swear they'll make the right choices when it ain't their heart, their pressure, their pain, their moment. Even in the Bible, people struggle. People fell short. People made choices out of pain, fear, pressure, temptation, survival. So don't sit here acting perfect. Off a verse that you half remember, be grateful God didn't put you through that moment. And here's something people don't like to admit. When you cross certain lines, you don't get to choose how people react. If you get involved with somebody else's partner, you don't know what that person is carrying. You don't know their history, their triggers, their pain, or how far they are willing to take it. Some people might see it as the deepest disrespect. One person might say he wrong for reacting like that. The other person might say he wrong for crossing the line in the first place. That's the point. What you think is wrong might not be wrong to somebody else. What you think is small might be the breaking point to somebody else. That's why you leave people alone. That's why everybody knows the right answer. And it ain't they life flipped upside down. Just because you good with your words don't mean you right. Some people talk smooth just to make the other person look crazy. Then they run and tell the same story to everybody else like they the victim. Remember this. Everybody don't live by the same rules. Some people don't see consequences. Some people don't care who they gotta go through to get to you. Before you judge her, before you judge him, before you judge anybody, understand this. You only know the chapter you walk in on. You don't know the whole book. You don't know the years behind the moment. You don't know the pressure behind the choice. Now let me flip it. Put yourself in this situation. If your woman cheated with another man, what's the first thing you would do? In the exact moment when the truth hits you. Not what sounds tough, not what sounds holy, not what sounds smart. What would you really do when your heart drops, your chest tightens, and your mind go blank? Think about it before you judge somebody else's choices.